Hi, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to share with you a message, and in particular some of the themes that we will find ourselves in as we move through this transformative year, a year of endings, massive shifts and new cycles. And it is a year of possibility, excitement as well as revolution. So it can feel quite chaotic at times and a little bit messy, and this will play out differently globally and on a personal level. And therefore, I'll be sharing with you some practical tools, practical steps that you can utilize to help you move through this transitional phase. Now, one of the themes is to trust your journey. And this rang very true for me because it's something that we will need not only for 2024 as a whole, but in particular for January as well as February as well, because it's a month that's going to move through like a cleansing wave. And we will need to find strength in ourselves that we didn't know existed, because things will come to the surface for healing to be felt, to be embraced and to be seen. So strength as well as purpose are the other two themes for this month, for this year, and again, this will play out differently for each of us depending on where we are in our timeline, on our path, as it's a year of unexpected shifts, progress and revolution. Now, rather than talk about these themes individually, I'm going to be talking about them as a whole together, because they are interconnected and they do lean on each other, and it's what we will need to do in order to move through this year, if that makes sense. For many of us, it will feel like being catapulted into something new, and this could be a new project, learning something new, working on your spiritual growth. Perhaps your role in a relationship changes and you take on more responsibility, or doing some inner work very quickly. Now, it is a significant year for many of us, and it will be very much about understanding our own energy and our own path here as new cycles begin, and that's to do with the Pluto energy, Pluto moving into Aquarius. And even though, you may feel like, what, I've done all the hard work, these past 6 months, been through the purge, had those dark night of the soul moments. But for many of us, that will still continue. And that's because it depends on what our soul needs, our purpose, and our journey here. And later, when Pluto moves into Aquarius, it brings the energy of death and rebirth, unearthing of old structures. And this could be globally as well as in our own lives as well. And this could be, for example, old wounds, old habits, old programming that are, coming up to the surface to be released. So while the old structures are collapsing, new ones are taking place. And, this year you will also witness pivotal shifts taking place that will also stretch out for the next 20 years and beyond. And I want you to know that, something always emerges out of darkness, out of chaos, out of destruction. So here you can look at it in the way that, we always come back from such situations. We transform and we evolve. So it's a big year of letting go, of healing past cycles to rebirth a new identity that aligns with your purpose and soul's path. And again, this will require you, to tap into your strength and to trust your journey, as aspects of the self come up to the surface that were perhaps hidden, that you were unaware of for healing. Now, although 2024 will be very fast moving, very dynamic, but for a lot of us, there will be uncertainty, fear of change, fear of stepping into the unknown. So this will require us to trust our journey. And one of the ways that you can do this is to find your center, your anchor. So one of the ways that you can do this is by closing your eyes and focusing on your breath, bringing your awareness to your heart or feeling into your body. You can also do some grounding or some meditation, connecting with nature. That's a really great way of bringing your awareness into the now present moment. And one of the things that I've started doing since 2024, the beginning of this month, is when I wake up in the morning, before my feet touch the ground, I will grab my notebook and I will just open it up and I'll quickly jot down the date. And in there, I'll write down a couple of affirmations and some intentions for the day. And that's me trying to feel something good in, the minute that I wake up. So that is me checking in on my emotional state and starting the day on a good foot. And that's a really good practice to do every morning. And I've been doing that every morning since. So, here goes, the rest of the year. But that said, you can also have some, post-it notes on the wall with some affirmations or your go-to mantras that you can just check in every now and then and be like, okay, this is what I just need to focus on, just need to remind myself of. Or listen to some affirmations, to some sound healing music every morning or every night before you go to bed. And again, journaling is also an excellent thing, and I can't stress that enough. It's a great practice to do, before going to bed, and then tapping into those good things of gratitude, things that went well in the day, rather than, going in, lying in bed thinking, what didn't work well, thinking about the lack of things or anything like that. And I want you to know that all of this serves a pivotal role in your own ascension. So know that no matter what you are going through, on the other end of it, you are gaining integration, you are gaining wisdom, you are gaining clarity, and your higher self knows this. So use that as your anchor, as your guiding light on your path, because it is a big year of change, of massive pivotal changes and unexpected shifts, surprises that will come your way. So use that to anchor yourself and know that the universe is supporting you on your path. And I want you to know that this is a perfect way of living from the inside out, because so often we can live in our minds focused on the outcome of what is or isn't in our reality, waiting for that destination to arrive, that end result, that we tend to lose ourselves and we forget about the present moment of now. But by anchoring ourselves, we can raise our conscious awareness, become aware of what needs to be released in order for the new to emerge. So as you move forward, you truly do shift and evolve, because you will continue moving forward on your path and through this metamorphosis. So when you move forward, trusting your journey, know that even the smallest seeds that you planted can grow into a massive forest. And this is you then moving forward, stepping into the unknown. And when you start doing that, you start trusting yourself, you're trusting your path and your journey. The energy within you starts to shift and change. And even though it's a year of twists and turns, unexpected surprises, globally and on a personal level, know that it's also a massive year of manifesting your dreams and achieving your goals. And even what you wanted didn't yield the exact result yet. Because I know for many of us, we went into this year thinking, okay, you know what? I've done the hard work, been through the purge, done all that, these past 6 months. So where is it? Where is that manifestation? But I want you to realize that, this is a stepping stone to where you want to get to. And often when this happens, we can feel low, we can feel confused, and we can feel off kilter thinking, what, where is it? And I did feel like that at the beginning of this month, actually. I was like, oh my God, I went through that dark night of the soul moment. Where are those seeds that I planted? Where is it? But I want you to know that this is not you regressing. Even though, we came out of that purge feeling lighter, more evolved, and expanded. But this is you, taking that, next layer off of yourself. So the next layer that needs to be released will be coming up to the surface. And, this is not to say that, all the hard work that you did hasn't gone, unnoticed. It is definitely been noticed by the universe and by your higher self. Your higher self knows this, and it's part of the journey, part of the experience that you came here to have. And as you work on yourself, unfolding those layers, taking off those layers, new things will emerge and come into your life as well. As you focus on yourself, new amazing things will also start to unfold. And if you pay attention, you'll see synchronicities, signs and symbols, unique dreams and visions. Unique gifts will also come through as well. And you might feel called to, go down a particular path. So this is where you will be required to trust your journey and to tap into your strength, knowing that this is all for your purpose, for your path here that you've come to be and live in this body here. So, don't let that put you off anything. It's almost like having, going through like a yo-yo effect. But just know and trust that, you are on the right path and this is where you need to be. And this is why it's really important to tap into your strength, to persevere, and to start cultivating beliefs that will actually serve you on your path as you move forward. And just know it's almost like, taking a moment before you then fly, before you take off and have that lift off. Now, let me just say that this is not the same as, like being happy all the time, because contrast serves its own purpose and it has a role to play in our lives, personally and globally. But instead, it's like looking at life and being like, okay, I know where I am, I know where I want to go, and I know what I want to create. But right now I am here. What can I do right now? How can I step into trusting my journey and trusting my path to where I want to go? And I just want to say that if you are going through like grief or loss, that's different to automatically jumping and trusting your journey. Give yourself permission and allow yourself time to move through that grief. And when you're ready on your own time, then you can then start working on yourself again, working on anchoring yourself, aligning yourself with your purpose, with your path, and trusting your journey through this transformative experience, through this phase and through this shift that we are moving through. But on the other end of it, if you don't trust your journey, your path, or where you are right now, that's okay too. Allow yourself to feel through that and embrace it at the same time. And this is an indication of, that something is out of alignment. So here, spend some time going inwards, reflecting on your life so far, looking at what you've accomplished, what you've achieved, your successes and your failures, what growth, what lessons came out of those failures. Because nothing really is a failure, it's just our perspective or the belief that or the meaning that we give it. There's always a lesson to be learned in no matter what situation that you're in, and always something, amazing comes out of it as well. It's just a matter of changing our perspective and looking at it from a different angle. So spend some time on, deciding and reflecting on your life so far. What is it that you want more of? What is it that you want less of? What is it that you want to change in your life going forward, moving forward? And then from then, when you're ready, decide, this is how I want my life to be. And then decide on what next steps to take. And I want you to know that there is no such thing as a missed opportunity. You are exactly where you need to be. So spend some time becoming aware of your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs, and even your actions. Do they serve your highest good? Do you step outside of your comfort zone? Do you give yourself the permission to do that, to honor yourself and honor your purpose? Aligning your ideas with your soul's purpose. Do you observe life's challenges as opportunities of growth and learning the lessons? And I want you to know that when you're ready to trust your path, your journey, you will then start to see the unfolding of it, the unfolding of greater and beautiful things unfolding for you. And I want you to remember to take a breath, and this is really important. You probably hear so many times saying, focus on your breathing or anything like that. But it's a great practice to do to, calm the nervous system down before you then re-engage with whatever is going on in your life. Or even if you just want to, bring your awareness to that present moment of now. And just know that, see it as a beautiful growth period. The seeds that you planted are doing the work underground, just like that Pluto energy. Like the Pluto energy is bringing, unearthing stuff that, that needs to be released. And in a way that the seeds that you planted are doing the necessary work underground in that darkness, even though it may seem chaotic. But just know that when the timing is right, your manifestations will bloom and everything will come to fruition. So just trust and, have that belief and that idea in that. And again, use that as your anchor, your guiding light to keep going and keep trusting on your journey this year. And I want you to know that we are always on a journey. As long as we are in body here, we are all on our own unique path. So, also use this time to pay attention to what's going on in here, what feels right to you, what are you being called to, what are you being drawn to. Pay attention to your intuition, because it's your higher self that is guiding you on your journey. And know that your self-awareness is your biggest strength. It's your power on how you move forward on your journey. So here is preparing the ground for the seeds that you've planted, for the things that you want to create and the things that you want to manifest, for that vision that you've got in your mind. And at the same time, changing the things that you don't like, and then moving forward into the unknown and having this deep-rooted sense of peace that extends beyond, your day-to-day life. And that is part of the purification process, a part of evolution, this transformative, revolutionary energy that we are moving through. And as Abraham Hicks likes to say, if you can just say, I am where I am, and relax into that, it will serve you. And the stream will then start to flow again, and it will take you where you need to go. So this thing that you're moving through, this process, is a purification process. It's an alchemical process. And this is what will help you move forward, aligning you with your path and your purpose. And that will enable you to access your highest timeline. Having a spiritual practice is more important than ever in 2024. And I want you to know that if you sense, any form of resistance, use that as an opportunity to turn inwards and to transmute whatever comes up and then let it go. This is you, trusting and going with the flow of life. And I want you to remember that it's a big year of, revolution, of unexpected and surprising shifts that will push us towards things that are unknown, mysterious and grand, towards a powerful transformation of ourselves and the world. So move forward with courage and strength. Keep exploring and keep growing. And remember that everything is coming together for you. And remember that your entire life can change in a year. So trust the process. Trust your journey and the path that you are on. And know that your higher self is guiding you on your journey. And with that belief, know that anything can happen, as it's a massive year for healing and massive transformation. So I hope you found value in today's video. Please let me know in the comments how you are getting on and what you have been going through, and it's only the beginning of the year, January, or what you hope to achieve and gain by the end of this year. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Much love. Namaste.